go head to head with Keir Starmer. He is a barrister. I'm a barrister and a solicitor. I've worked at legal firms across the country. Simi Mamu, Wasim Sajjad is my mamu, and it was a household where politics was talked about every night, or every Friday when we'd have pilau and biryani and koftas. It was a standard thing we'd have every Friday. And my father as well, had one of the very difficult jobs as a diplomat, to be the Pakistani High Commissioner for India.
दिलचस्प बात यह है कि सर कीयर स्टार्मर के मुकाबले में जो मेन उनकी जो अपोनेंट हैं, जो इलेक्शन में कंजर्वेटिव पार्टी की तरफ से पाकिस्तानी बैरिस्टर हैं, सोलिसिटर हैं महरीन मलिक, सेनेट के साबिक चेयरमैन वसीम सजाद और साबिक जो सीनियर पाकिस्तानी डिप्लोमेट शाहिद मलिक की वो बेटी हैं वसीम.
Gee, I'm very proud and excited to be running against Keir Starmer. I'm humbled by it. For me, it's a very full circle moment. Because when I first moved to London, I lived right around the corner here. And I studied at Lincoln's Inn. I was doing my bar vocational course, and I was living at London House, which is just right around the corner. So for me, it's really come full circle, and I'm very proud of this moment. And I think that's what the Conservative Party does, that it's a party of aspiration. So you can really come from anywhere, you can be anybody, and if you work hard, and you get the opportunities, the freedoms, the conservative values you have, you can be standing against Keir Starmer in the next upcoming election. Gee, I applied for it. I thought it was the right seat to apply for because I'm from London. I live in London. So I wanted to take a central London seat where I can actually know what the issues are that are happening in London, so I can address the issues of the constituents. As I mentioned, this is the first place I lived when I was in London. And I think I can go head to head with Keir Starmer. He is a barrister. I'm a barrister and a solicitor. I've worked at legal firms across the country. I've been in the finance sector. I also had the pro bono practice for another law firm now. And I think where Keir has a lot of lip service about the issues he cares about, I do them on a daily basis. That is what I do. Keir Starmer can take pictures with Idris Elba, which, I would like to do too, about knife crime. But that is something I've worked on and campaigned on for a while. I worked on issues around the cost of living crisis. This is what I do. So I think I can take him on as a opponent who can really actually action and do the things that he talks about.
अब ये बताएं कि आप कब से आपका पॉलिटिक्स में इंटरेस्ट शुरू हुआ? आपके मामू वसीम सजाद साहब पाकिस्तान में जो हाईएस्ट ऑफिसेज हैं वहाँ पे वो रहे हैं. आपके वालिद पाकिस्तान के जो डिप्लोमेट रहे, पाकिस्तान के सफ़ीर थे, हाई कमिश्नर थे इंडिया में, और एक ऐसे वक्त में वो हाई कमिश्नर थे जब बॉम्बे अटैक्स हुए, उससे पहले बाबरी मस्जिद वाले वाक़यात हुए. तो ये कब से आपकी जो पॉलिटिक्स में और जो लॉ में आपका इंटरेस्ट कब शुरू हुआ?
जी, बचपन से. I grew up in a family that was very involved in politics. My grandfather also was the Supreme Court Chief Justice.
क्या नाम था?
Sajjad Ahmed Jan. So, I grew up in that family. Simi Mamu, Wasim Sajjad is my mamu. And, it was a household where politics was talked about every night, or every Friday when we'd have pilau and biryani and koftas. It was a standard thing we'd have every Friday, and we would talk about politics around the dining table. And it was inspiring. And they always said to me, if you want to make a difference, you have to get involved in this. If you want to have your voice heard, you have to get involved in this. And my father as well, had one of the very difficult jobs as a diplomat, to be the Pakistani High Commissioner for India. So again, it was just a very inspiring household to grow up in. And they've always instilled in me these values of hard work and, advocating for things and issues you believe in, and advocating for people who have less, advocating for people whose voices aren't heard. So for me, this is a really important opportunity to do that, to make them proud. And yes, and to be a voice of, as I said, many young girls who see me doing this. I moved here, I think about 15 years ago.
From where?
I was living in India at the time. But, I'm from Lahore, Pakistan. That's where I was born. And so to inspire young girls to say that, you can come to this amazing country and really be whoever you want to be if you work hard and you have, those opportunities given to you. But also, like I said, my family has been very supportive. And this is also one of the reasons I do believe in the Conservative Party, because it's about the individual and it's about the family. And I believe in relying on your own individual talents and the family. And
किया जाए सर कि स्टार्मर को आप क्यों हराना चाहते हैं? और अगर वो हार गए तो ये तो सियासी ज़लज़ला आना है, अर्थक्वेक होना है यूके की हिस्ट्री में.
Inshallah. Well, I think the first thing is that, like you said, I'm going door to door. I go door to door every day and I speak to the residents, I speak to the constituents, and I ask them what they care about, what issues keep them up at night, what they're concerned about. And the main thing is, when I speak to them, they've said to me, he's not here. He does not go door to door. He's not been there the way I have been there every day talking to people. I want to be a voice for them in Westminster, not the other way around. And I think that's what he's going to do. And also, I think he's alienated many of his constituents. He's made some comments about the British Bangladeshi community, which I think have been very insulting and divisive. 1 in 5 of his constituents is British Bangladeshi. They have worked extremely hard in this area. It's a community that's
वो जो आप
proud.
उन कमेंट्स की बात करें जो उन्होंने कहा कि बांग्लादेशीज को इस मुल्क से रिमूव नहीं किया जाता, राइट?
जी, बिल्कुल. And I think that's language that you should not be using as a leader of the opposition right now. So I think that you cannot take any vote for granted, which I think he's doing, and you most definitely cannot take your constituents for granted, which is what he's also doing. Gee, I found that very upsetting and very hurtful, and I think the Prime Minister came a very strong statement about it. I don't think there is any place in British politics for this kind of language or this kind of hatred. And I absolutely believe that the Reform candidate should have stepped down after what they have said, but there's just no place for these politics. And I want to be able to stand up for Pakistanis in this country, which we've had such a proud tradition, proud heritage. So there's absolutely no place in British politics for this kind of language, which I think is insulting and divisive and hurtful. I think, you're looking at a prime example of this. The fact that the Tory party picked me for this seat of Holborn St. Pancras, I think that says a lot about, how they would like to engage with the Pakistani Muslim community. I think Labour is doing the exact opposite of that, actually. I think they've alienated their Muslim community. So I think the Conservatives are doing a good job in that. I have never felt form of exclusion around this thing. So I think they're definitely doing stuff to integrate members of the community. And that's something I really want to work on and to continue doing the work that we're doing on that. Remember, I was quite young, but that was the first thing I've ever written, the first piece of legislation I've ever tried to work on. So for me, it's been something that I've been working on, since I was 14 years old. Women's rights in Pakistan are very important to me. Women's rights here, women's rights generally are very important to me. I've worked on honor killings bills. I've volunteered in various schools. I do a lot of work for girls' education. I've mentored girls actually, at Mulberry School. I've been a school governor at 2 different schools in the UK. So education, I think, is the basis of so much. It's the basis of everything. I think when we talk about issues around crime, etc., I think if you educate children at a younger age, you keep them out of issues such as crime, you keep them out of things such as antisocial behavior. But education is key, and especially girls' education, something I'm extremely passionate about.
Thank you so much.